could deem come on.
Wood Village side.
Wood Village side.
So much hopping.
What's all right?
Much hopping. Much hopping.
Watch him hold on. No, Mimi, you'll be an call.
Oh, what I call once. Sometimes we call.
And if you are not on fever,
that means I'm doing Chomaco Lake side.
Saturday, Nanya Sokoba Munamco. I think me call around and a crime coin. But yes, Sokoba side and I'm fever. And not them call Sokoba.
And strictly business.
Oh, yeah, me could deem in Comoca Krabi. I want to share on it.
And also the end is strictly business.
Okay.
Maybe so.
Oh, yeah, Juma.
One age one.
So now, what could the interest?
No matter.
Also, could you Juma Fena Ubefi? Yes, sir.
Aye,
Yana making
some cocoa for lunch.
Sure.
If you come for lunch, I'm a boss, Wabe. Maybe that's all for him ever.
And I'm simply so bad.
And also, cover be now can't why you
send them a catch them. Coffee. But all my media was through.
Are they?
Say, oh, yeah, Manchester near, say, we'll get you worried. Yeah. Because players news no be a dodo. No, say, oh, yeah, Manchester near no pay. What is here, say emphatically. Benjamin Sesko catch Manchester United on board. But about the ama to the atmosphere.
Newcastle United.
Sorry, Newcastle are a problem.
But what were you going to use to attract Benjamin Sesko to Manchester United?
That's the point.
Because we said something about how our United brand in us. So even though players, the team is in a good place, players still want to come. But I say the quest for Champions League is a big deal for Branch friend Benjamin Sesko.
Because they're upcoming.
Yeah, and sometimes when
you have that platform to build.
Exactly. And
it's only to be farmer now. I mean,
they say one Kasawoka.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
they say,
Senya de Biano,
yeah.
Sometimes I say, face reality.
Yeah, they say,
how can I pray?
Yeah. Which you see, the United problem, you can look at it from a lot of ways. But I think whatever happens, go back to the culture that United is used to. The culture of winning consistently and then being Manchester United. Very important. At the end of the day, how do you get a job done? So it's almost the kind of first day the crowd, the call, Alcoma, a friend is saying like for and they are almost getting there.
According to Ben Jacobs,
yeah,
I say Newcastle are making 75
million. Alex Crook can hear na Benjamin.
Plus 5 million add-ons.
Yeah, 75 plus. Say me catch you say Leipzig for say the base amount of money it must be 75. And yeah, after now baby ye own ye say the base money is 75. Then 5 million add-ons. Add-ons now say strike a crab, but I think that they will accept and they will let the boy go. Which you see, and I told them make out say I just want to gag Manchester United. Me, I don't do the analysis like that, and you know. Me found the truth of the matter is that United is not in a good place.
Maybe I feel now reality now shall say done on me.
And you will be also next season Chelsea for year near the
and the air parking so. On Ayala ta can say or say born that one him no and now bo.
Okay.
On say a drew games be sana. I no whole rivalry. What I say? It's players no so nimbo no bokra so say.
Okay.
No nya the bragging right.
Nti Eden at Chelsea.
Say enya sadia on paper I mean Obianum say Chelsea is ahead of Manchester United. Yeah. But the game a drew Sabena nya form him. A players na no kujina park in so bo. But in reality, Manchester enya attractive you.
Oh, I mean yes, you see how they difficult to attract. Which Macassim we actually before. Say AB at the transfer targets now you've not accepted. And you say this is what Chelsea thought ball in the money back that the Balimo edgy to Muntema. Not Chelsea fans being Tiomase. Now also certain pundits do not understand where they wanted to go. They understood from the off. Say 3 years ago, 4 years ago, Chelsea were not the Chelsea that we knew before. People used to do a lot of analysis and they would say oh, Chelsea, when you Chelsea coach and then say Chelsea no player, when I never player, will not say great. That is true. But also at that point in time, Chelsea could not attract some players. No, in the phone, you fast na ko Benfica. Boy, we are World Cup, but World Cup no ko Benfica no, but obi any man ho coaching them. And yes, as in any Vienna Madrid come home, Man United come home, Man City come home, you can't compete. Put them together, give them the time, they will deliver. At the beginning, it sounded alien to a lot of people, but over time, people have realized that look at how now it is yielding results. Rich, maybe there are two ways Man United can get out of this. Get a very charismatic manager. How? Rich, when Jose Mourinho came to Chelsea the very first time, there was a certain Sir Alex Ferguson who had won the Premier League multiple times before Jose. Rich, Jose started a proper new era Chelsea, at Chelsea when he came. Yes, Claudio Ranieri or the names that come, Ruud Gullit that come before him are good. But Jose Mourinho stamped his feet and emphatically took Chelsea to the next level. Why? He was a charismatic manager. You're a charismatic manager and it says a team coach and a former and you can't compete. That man drags everybody when they move. Either you go with a charismatic manager. Another example is Jurgen Klopp. Rich, okay, Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool the first time. Or see, he was clear. Give me 4 years. By the end of the 4 years, I will turn you from doubters to believers. In fact, charisma. Clear. He didn't mince words. He said it exactly as he thought it should be. So, when you look at all of that, how somebody can charismatically say that, so when you're a charismatic manager from the beginning, that is why you go the most aggressive way and in a new way in terms of getting players to come in who are young. Rich. So Brian Mbeumo has come. Marriage, in the context of even a branch Sesko. Yesterday I was doing some analysis with you. Say one year goes to crown. You don't need Sesko's goals like that. Because you have a 24 plus goal scoring player in Brian Mbeumo. You have a 15 plus goal scoring player in a branch friend Mateus Cunha. So it means that if you add those goals, that is players that can play. If you still put Rasmus Hojlund, why don't you invest the money in? I gave you an example, Carlos Baleba. I will bet me augmenting fee for Namana is solid. Then the attackers to score goals. You can come to the mid-table. It doesn't need to change to United, but you'll be in and around mid-table. Then later you can build them from there. But it's a huge blow. See, I have big boys now. Monka, sadly so. Monya big boy, senior.
Kofi. I will say, you're free and now the dome.
Masa Monya big boy, I was free.
Patrol team. Oh, me banning. Set men come Manchester.
Namintiana Wangasa go for
number 3. Some may cancel.
We production. United in anyway. United I send them back.
Matthias.
Who now go for United by?
And I'm just a walk around me banning. And I'm here so okay. Say, baby, I didn't come back be mine. And no parents are walking. I'm my jatum. That's a walk.
But they say when you're big boys. Don't come big boys now. But that's not the reality. When you're big boy, and money how? And Manchester United.
Put some respect on it.
Yesterday, I stood here and I said that Madrid the Barcelona Fiona in terms of brand marketing. Nobody comes close to Manchester United.
The big boys,
but won't count big boy because won't count like the people that are commanding those players that want to play the game. That is the reality.
But Tusuka, Salam Peasantry.
It's
I want to know the problem. No,
it's me.
Who's on a perucan? Yampa, Mitiadina. The mini of Kofi and no crack. Oh, Buffet, oh, yeah, baby, I can't go. And I'm on your big boys, be over Kana, Robert Casse. You play as a grand papa.
That's a place, if you are Romania. No, center was here having the boss center. Heavy
is a good player.
Heavy a good player.
Chidi or upcoming.
Chidi Obi. Another car, a molest. More boy.
Yeah, bro. Your double ball, cousin. As a Manchester, so your records be oh, bless me, Bobo.
Chido Obi Munia.
Also, Kofi. And now here discussing me referee, even goalkeeping.
Yeah.
Even a problem or your goalkeeping.
Yeah.
And in football, your defense will win you games.
Yeah, especially leagues and stuff like that.
Because our strikers nation our goalkeeper and our defense in always consider
a problem. Yeah.
So, this a me say me can dia yeah. Say me team.
But me dey
make.
But me dey make.
Oh my banu to ka waka kakra. Who say me boof ba na wo guy.
What. Me sure when me say me am team guy.
Who say who can na me wi am ni go. E so say there be me boss say baby am make kan ko me
guy. But my job was fine. Achabe.
Yeah, that's your big boy bi I say na. Abrabo na bi tie kakra.
Mo lower big boy. Manchester United.
Yeah. Hey, team be pen.
You are very fine.
Mismanagement.
Hey,
and the do baby.
I am bad. I am bad.
So bad.
But I think that's just a matter of time. We're very fine.
Sure.
Which every club goes through. I said, "More than a check. More than a check too much." That's the problem. Yeah.
I know the means of the ups and downs.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're not check.
Yeah.
As the interview solve a problem.
Yeah. Because even Barca recently went through
every season beyond the same problem.
Yeah.
And one a problem.
Rich.
Okay, Yanko.
Charlie, Marc-Andre ter Stegen, I don't think he will become Barca captain next season. Whatever happens. They said it's Emilia Iglesias, after that recovery and all of that. I don't think so. I think that there is a new direction for Barcelona and they know. And Woshe Hawa and an interview of Rafinha as part of the captains of Madrid of Barcelona and saying what he wants to do for the club. Charlie Rafinha up Barcelona power. When you listen to when he talks about the club and Odin even about Nico Williams, talking about the fact that it's players who want to play for Barcelona and Emra, and so won't even take risks and cast over Barcelona even though they are not claiming registering you are on a compressor because it means that and you're willing to play for the club. Now I am not a player so you're willing to play for the clubs then bar a boy or too willing and he saying that he wants to win the Champions League for club. Whether they'll do it or not is just a matter of time. Rich, last season time when he started, the two best midfielders in Barcelona and FIFA were Marc Casado and Abrantes friend Marc Bernal. Which in terms of the club in itself at the time, that club were in some form of a truce with Abrantes friend Frankie de Jong on whether he will extend his contract or not. It is that time, not only Barca ni bia din koma almost Marc Casado ni Bernal club between Bobo and Frankie de Jong. So why do they have to worry themselves in terms of players? No one is why do they have to worry? So they don't have to worry themselves. Rich, Abra Casado babe prayer, Bernal babe prayer. It was Frankie de Jong and other Barca Senior Messi together with Pedri, and then took them to wherever he took them last season. In the last few days, Frankie de Jong about Bedin Coman said he would extend his contract at Football Club Barcelona, and from the report from Sport and a lot of the Catalonia outlet of sports, say now Barca believes say a lot more quality. In fact, extra quality on Finfion. So they would want to make sure say at the end of the day, almost center back or someone also turn either of them midfielders. It's Casado, Bernal, Christensen. These are all players that likely Barca for the team here who no Marco Pesca and their two bottom rich. See, Chelsea are excellent business beer. I didn't expect them to do this business. There is an Albanian young boy of passing through Chelsea Academy. Now, he was supposed to be the next Didier Drogba or the next Diego Costa. Rich, Obenya Achilles injury, Obenya knee injury, Omodini Cologne, Menkai Kran and Saint Fulham, Everton, a lot of the teams are Cologne. The boy obviously has not been able to meet the expectation that Chelsea for the expected man. Then, when the season started last season, almost had the Cologne be Everton. Rich Oko Everton, no one saw Kupra. Okupra Everton, one bobo Nibia at just this summer. Rich and yet say championship club by relegating last season from the English Premier League. Any Chelsea for agree to buy a branch here, Feno, Armando Broja, for £20 million with extra add-ons accumulating to about 25 million general and total package for a branch here, Feno, Armando Broja. Rich. Player and you see, the good thing is that Armando Broja, if Chelsea Academy, is a pure profit. He doesn't. You don't do any profit and loss. Only subtraction, yeah, and net zero sales, zero reference and cost, and then everything comes in as profit for you. Which Chelsea for a giant brand friend Armando Brojamu Edinako. Me catch Chelsea for say before Chelsea will finalize the deal for Xavi Simons, expect that Omobeye some level of sales of players and Abrantia your friend João Felix Ekoyen. After that, it has been Armando Broja. May expect it. And now, as part of Armando Broja, no Chelsea for Eddie Abranti, friend Mark Give, Eddie Nico, boy, I will turn from Barcelona, Nico Loan, Echo Club, your friend Sunderland, newly promoted Sunderland, our English Premier League, Rich, and also, idea Sunderland for will pay the transfer fee of the loan and also take up all the salary expense of him. And again, only Nehemiah you're telling. Chelsea for Emma Abranti friend Mark Gill just £30,000 a week, and it makes it easy because he cannot urgent our form. It is easy for Sunderland to come and take him and take all the money.
Sure. And
that is why Chelsea went with that way structure. No? Another brilliant way of making sure so they don't keep players who are unhappy and who don't get to play. And now Abranti friend Mark Gill will go on loan to them. He expected. Said the other attackers that will go, Christopher Nkunku. The report is that clear because Leipzig for no and now. Which when you said no job. Bear 10. Then I chanced on a report. Say the topmost person in terms of Leipzig recruitment. Any the topmost person our Chelsea recruitment. And in this case, when Stanley. Any only didn't come on phone. And in that conversation, they were trying to make sure say sir and you they will arrive at a verbal agreement for Abranti Feno, Xavi Simons. Rich, what was the other conversation? Leipzig phone is beside about Abranti Feno, Christopher Nkunku. He said, "No, Leipzig became a top player. Inter for have come. They don't really have that money. AC for baby sir, they don't really have that money. In fact, for Inter, Nkunku should have been a backup to Abranti Feno and Ademola Lookman. If they don't get Ademola from Atalanta, then they look at Abranti Feno, Christopher Nkunku." But Leipzig have asked about Nkunku. They also asked about Abranti Feno, Armando Broja, but Broja definitely is going on loan. So that deal is not going to happen. It's possible that Chelsea can do a deal for Abranti Feno Nkunku. There is also Sterling that Chelsea would want to sell. There is Abranti Feno Benjamin Chilwell. Which couldn't say? Over Chelsea wage structure now. Two of the most highly paid players at Chelsea. Sterling and Benjamin Chilwell. Mobile. The team, the third person is Reese. Rich, board, Mobi. So Chelsea want to make sure that they let them go. Fulham, teams in Turkey and the likes are all interested in Benjamin Chilwell and Abranti Feno, Raheem Sterling, and things will go on. Anope, you need the confirmation. Say Abranti Feno, Jaro, Hato. Ayena medical no every completed one pass it, and in that completed medical no Abranti no so asanso assigning a contract. But do you know how many years the boy assigned? 7 years contract. According to 19, the contract ends when he's 26. Oh,
to sign such a long contract.
Said they tell them that Yakra. And Chelsea Fono want to make sure that they have strong bargaining points when it comes to say holding the rights of the player. And they let them understand say maybe our first year in EMFA, maybe our second year in the private team abem. And until you my whole time, you enforce so. Say if once you go and we win trophies are fine. And far we have enough time for you to play well. And as we can also sell you. Me and your kakra, then you can also go and continue your career. I think it's a win-win situation. Because over what's now 2 years. What if after the first 2 years now, look at Tyrone Malaysia. Obama United 1-2 pra. It's no fault of his. But at the end of the day, he has to move on with his career. And the club also have to sell him. You don't get, I mean, somebody to go in there and buy a branch of friend Tower Malaysia. And reach Joao Hataba. Now, Sisiano, I cut the last 2 of Chelsea players on the account. And when who are they with? I didn't take it serious. Because players almost on my Instagram bio. And I say, I don't know. Rich, there was player for RB Leipzig in the Instagram bio of a branch here, your friend Xavi Simons. Rich, and you could share a branch here, friend Xavi Simons, and Leipzig, no, I finished Instagram bio. Now, before that, me will catch you say the entourage of Xavi Simons, which includes his senior brother, a branch here, your friend Ali Barat, and also other members of his team were at the Leipzig camp constantly on the Leipzig people. Say, oh, Chelsea fans are willing, but any price they will be more. Yes, you're 50 million from Paris Saint-Germain, but in Cameroon, Tisukaka. Say, maybe a Chelsea fan be senior top boy, no come on because a whole person. Rich, I'm see you personal terms is not going to be a problem. I'm born. On Friday, which is Enra, a branch here friend Xavi Simons decided that he is not going to train with Leipzig for because a normal match.
And
oh, of course, I'm not Moshenich. Say there, I'm not the agents and catching and say that's what they have to do.
When I'm catching and say, look, so I'm forced way out there.
Oh, it's not about forcing. No, it's not about forcing your way out, Rich. It makes sense. Say player over make him move. Ebakacha will say there is a tendency to say me training me pra. Me pra the move will not materialize. It may show me person me training me person me pra. Since that time I've been respectful to you. Me training my bobo. Me nkase bo on chinchine trying to me. And you will see can I open. But at this point in time, I can't train.
And are you saying Kofimba?
Yeah.
Are you saying say the other players now almost suitors no? Currently almost training with almost current teams almost no born. No, there be only say Rich most of the times, even clubs or Babaton. Say also Babaton. Now see so they can make you train alone. So that unkupra.
So even in this case, but it doesn't particularly it doesn't no any wrong thing. The clubs, the players and the clubs always the players and the clubs always agree. Or not don't think that's on bad training. Okay, so bad training now no problem no. Okay, Moses Caicedo ask now there. I can't go to Instagram
so is it established there?
Yeah.
As we speak. Am I ready to to brand in Chelsea?
Oh yes, they have. Now, yesterday I came to tell you the modalities. I told you the modalities of the deal. Leipzig for no omunye club sebi ehia omo. Iti openisika. Senior me catch you say Leipzig were clear that Benjamin Sesko omo pay base 75 million. And Kasa I also told you yesterday that Chelsea will be in a big problem if they allow Benjamin Sesko to leave before a branch of Xavi Simons. Because some Benjamin Sesko was just 75 million. Was an important player in the team. Maybe our team replacing. It is now about dragging the feet even more for a branch of Xavi Simons unless you pay the exact evaluation. What's the pay the evaluation you claim? That is what I'm telling you. That in the case of Chelsea, also, I had also always said here, and the catch Chelsea from day one. Say before so better say Chelsea at Xavi Simons. Before that, Chelsea will do a sale. They will sell players.
But you do Garnacho the amber drag me fit.
Garnacho last minute. How much it 12? How
so who can send them house? I always have rent you.
Garnacho the last minute too. I want it 12. Or crowd the paper. You can catch a pack or your back to what? And you do a pack.
All their lives again, the same thing here. Somebody can
play. We play on training or not if you.
Any problem.
No play on training. The exam work.
You Tuamoka. Suppose we should be a Tuamoka.
But sir, on training to penal.
And no problem. Eh, you can eat Janaka.
And on penal.
Yeah, can't play. They say. Yamo services beam. But you know, teams in a Pamusutas Nina, as will be asked that dragging feet.
Yeah.
Or Kenya last minute. Deadline day, no.
Yeah.
Now, I said I confess a cafe be 2015. No, the Abazo, Aquana Mumuyano. Omu say deadline no and they come out omu give Tony Biba. Omu dey amemene mfe and we won't take that.
But Garnacho won't pay no.
And some I explain.
You have 50 million.
I don't think yet Garnacho. What are you saying?
Garnacho 50 million.
50 million for Garnacho.
I know not yet 50. No, you penny now.
Xavi Simons motor.
Garnacho ye buano.
Miss mo buano.
I Garnacho ye buano. Garnacho so ba. On ye bi mosa. Say e fa ye besere mu. But I'm fa ye be turn am asa.
Akwa mu mitimi.
Let me say Garnacho. Na Garnacho one of two Chelsea.
Who ye good?
Garnacho ye buano.
Player no bobo ama no. Who ye good?
Garnacho oba Chelsea how no we two.
It mo be Friday.
Or better bench and boys, they will see to a bench.
Problem.
It's
yeah, but what I'm saying is
50 million.
Said there money lives again. The same thing as well.
That's
a lot. You are me person me mo obi a wutie chui. I'm fancy team the do wa. Obi a me kasa na Manchester for the team out there. Na person me catch us say players in question we don't need their services anymore.
Leipzig cry money player cry training.
Said there mo drag mu fit send e be ya. Deadline day number this cafe bia wa perform. How
much?
Any problem?
How much is it?
What am per cry be ka 1 second. Na mo dia tum yem found.
Na me catch.
Yes sir. O don trefi.
Ayema dem Garnacho trefi.
On
trefi so bobo.
Okay, it's more for the right way nimra.
Right time you the people last minute send your opening time.
And now we buy yes yeah.
Obeje.
Yeah, you
senior players obeje.
Masa, you move ka mo di to players o.
And then say Garnacho nuru.
Gate is motor on saying.
Player our permanent free camp.
Yeah, pam.
Gate is no camp. No bo club camp go toro. What play free camp.
No problem.
Xavi Simons here, I think it's going to be a matter of time. When we need to Newcastle for the edges can homogen. So we need to. Because oh Jesus can for Benjamin Sesko there. Newcastle to Alexander Isak 65 million. It's 60 million from Real Sociedad. Into our balance or turn 100 plus 120, 130, 140. You have to pay.
Clubs may be a business power. What the infants will turn the bear 65, 70 crowds.
I had that to Manchester.
Oh, go fee. Oh, and now say it is a Liverpool do 120.
Hey,
you don't want to do an reject.
Because
120.
Which you medical. We also say that for our buy sell on clause 10%. It is no matter how much you will sell. No, 10%. 10% or also FIFA. Wow, only 2.5%. Oh, it's generally we also say that was 12.5%. was getting. It's 12.5% that was that the okay, and yes, you can say 100 million. We are talking about 12.5 million. And the also said that on them. Now, rest of that on your share 12.5 million. No, Newcastle. Out 65. Who is 65? Look at 12.5 Noah. You are talking about 77.5. Scanasa. I don't know what kind of Scanasa. In general, say any come on, Scanasa na de man never 120. Now add-ons near 30. You could do 150 man. It's your not 50 video at home. Add-ons ni bo and bo on you know asem. But over the data now guess over 100. No at Tiano and Yashi. Now if add-ons he has to win Ballon d'Or. AC. So they have to do the deal. And boy and Angasa they were kind of clear. So no Liverpool no because rich Liverpool forum have gotten good deal also for branch friend Darwin Nunez to Saudi Arabia. Who said that?
Napoli didn't found.
The Napoli want to talk a striker in I think he's called something Lichi in the Italian Serie A and Ankasa. So they moved on for him. In fact, they communicated me. Sorry, it's my mom's updates. No, they communicated to Liverpool say they are going to move on from our branch friend Darwin Nunez, and then they are going to focus on other options. And in that, I'm moving on from him. It is in Saudi Arabia and the options on him. Which Darwin Beko. Darwin will go to Saudi Arabia. Or Liverpool has good money to be able to do a deal. I'm matching with me. Who news for you? Is it not at the wrong time? On train too long?
Maybe I know on train trophy in Waji. Like, say, now let me say goodbye.
It's not a person ending or GBB or Horum.
Sure, maybe.
Well, because
so say you when you
almost start your brabody now holding in a Ben Davis pay. And the team everybody is gone. And Rich, the last time a player be our own free club. So when we talk of when we talk of AS Roma, Krakow, when we talk of the Italian players, no, it's not one team. I want to remind Maldini Mo, even the Rossi Mo. Roma had somebody recently, current captain. It's not team recent captain. Rich, all of them, they stay there for a long time. They stay there for a very, very long time.
When Totti, man.
Francesco Totti, thank you very much. Totti, they stay there, and because they are Romanistas, almost like Romo. But for a South American, the friend is an Asian, to come from Asia, he said he came to London when he was a small boy, or a boy. What's now for 10 solid years, Charlie? And some solidarity bonus, and the song you mean, and he is going to America. America now, LA Galas, and Rich, again, another question I wanted to ask you. Song you mean? Premier League teams, no? Are they letting him go easily? What do you mean more Premier League team, yeah? Even as a team, a squad member. Because, Rich, say you see a player be on my way, and I want in Chelsea. I love Song you mean. As a squad member.
I'm about my.
You see, him for Manchester United. Inka Unyano on loan be 1 year, 2 year contract for the short term. Because, Rich, Song you mean more on him, but.
Sure.
My only problem is that now saying teams like Kessiani don't want to hold on to a lot of kind of memories, nostalgia. They don't hold on to it. So I'm sure that's a performance level, they let you go. But in Kalbitse Kudus Mama Tottenham Hotspur, I think Kudus probably would have loved to play with Son Heung-min and Tottenham Hotspur team. But he has told Thomas Frank, also Wakache, some of the teammates and Onimom with a long time. Wakache Ben Davis is also another club captain, and he has told them say he wants to go. And a Premier League, I don't know if he's a legend or mini Premier League,
legend, I doubt.
But he has interesting statistics with Harry Kane.
Sure.
Players me know I'm combine it. I think the only players are almost had been Drogba and Lampard also. But in terms of players, we are man who assist man for the long spell. They had that interesting statistics with our brand here. Your friend Harry Kane.
Our friend here, I'm going to give you say, look, you leave when the applause are high.
Yeah. But
it's time to say goodbye.
Because LA at this age, they have maybe the honesty. I felt it's too early.
You see,
especially living the top level.
Like you said,
yeah.
Ebianankos Kania, Premier League teams be bankoboko.
Yeah.
But when you switch up, yeah. Diana Minko, you have Naminko Pescan Cum.
With honest casket, no, Scabino, you will tell me a case carried out. So you mean, I said, oh, yeah, it's all you mean, oh, no, okay.
Mercy Christian to crowd a superscar.
Music, I don't go for a job, cherry pay dinner. By force, all of the alcohol.
Now, for you got them, Ronaldo from the chairman.
That's all. But I didn't do one.
We did the best.
Come on, your business, going maybe a business, they say. It's on your Premier League legend, but
Jimmy Bebanaka had done Azo.
Over sending WhatsApp. Dear,
my resign,
dear JM, I am done.
I'm going to miss AEB or Troy. Your man members will reply. Trust Roma, mama. Meet you.
Why are they?
You have no better trouble.
So I'm the quarry of the so you mean any Premier League legend, but is he a Tottenham Hotspur legend? I mean, wrapping up for you, or a Premier League legend?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, especially with the number of goals.
Tottenham, your team, yeah, trophies. And on my list of highest scored players, no, Harry Kane has 280, Jimmy Greaves has 266. Bobby Smith 211, Son Heung-min HS 173 goals for team and friend Tottenham Hotspur. And Oshe all tuna 10 years, 454 games, 173 goals, 101 assists. Rich. In 2 years goal contributions, Campa on 274 goal contributions. Okay.
I mean, and one very special trophy. Only just Europa League final on the one start you. If you bench the buy and Los Angeles Football Club will get a very, very good player. Let me wrap up here for you.
No Premier League club is going for him because of Mr. Levy, Daniel Levy.
Right.
Daniel Levy, Timo, we play on one. Best stretch, eka once do obeja ansa no
eno is enrani eka enti eso mo hwe enrani eka players that Tottenham lose with sales no it means that so for free to early galaxy it comes to add to the list and now let's na me the buy which Ashraf Hakimi asem ne
na dey Arabia
me who say Mbappe aba be defending union I like that Nancy ana court nsem ani suro ni ade enti no ana say unnim obi kura unnim say nipa onye nipa boni ni kura na asem to na edding say be defending it publicly but when you listen to Killen says that he knows Ashraf they didn't bring them up like that na onye obi a even say Ashraf abo cramp Ashraf enye obi as wabo na Ashraf oye Muslim ni o
he's a Muslim
do trabi ana ebi ono
Sabi Muslims
are not supposed to
and this animal
even the current Muslims they don't do that okay
and then Sunday no and kokra
is that killing a case say wabo kra
oh say bia or kind of worst case scenario
ono ne nko be bia
rant na wo no nim no Sabi
onye sade
when you fan person no waboa
yeah
onye and I mean oh abrofo man dem into maso say kiss is so court as
we just say we dey catch o
rich
sexual assault 7 day eda you be through US no mesrew
mama mfa nko
mesrew say hu obi achi kura na se sebi so
mama nka
mesrew o kan catch say on pesa
eda no bra Charles Virginia on frame no catch him jado
rich
we be through something o babesia pa ta de bi e hye na ode nama oye nipa enso se wunnim na wunnim
they don't which if your wife tells you or say enemy nye
mfa ntoa no
you cramp up when your problem
sa
na u ya ko he you cry
oh ya makansem kofi dem person cheze mfa ntoa no
you cramp to sem now they got one na ko sem you do them
abrofo mo ma fom ho die
o na we kom kra o say scam ya wo ma no we ya to sem come me chow say dey say na ukigita ka adu beshim
basa ya ha no if you office na ni afra akoso ya
you understand
so like, they at the ground am in front
because it's the orientation of culture our women are excellent women in terms of understanding oboni ba bra wa bre ontie baby agara ni ba no ne kasa so Charlie Mr. when dey my bre stress no so
mama ya
aha wo dey kakra bi na me na ebi obeti asia ma
ebi wo kra tim kasa o dey ma mfa nto ano
obeti asia ma but we no ube kan to ano
na wo kofi ebi ya oda why can't be
me dey rich me see so say me nini as bear no
wo twempene
me ma an example of a brand oba me boni dey friend Jessica Powers me share no asori wo Kumasi apen because two no asori second year K University rich ye collab na ye free vacation buy no Jessica ye kese nti next year be ye kese and on sinam pekasam kan ho bani pamusa nti pidgin mo me kan sa ape ina me kokan say hey Charlie your ass come rich any other share me one and the mom no she said she doesn't like that I'm telling you they are who no sorry them kwana or tibebe 3 rows for me na me catch man share them cry because on pesa so for me I've worked with that so stand one in that nyaye the way you just you me come here say me pesa and me come baby o tira nko
abrofo me ha
rich me kakra bia me dia to baby na o me tina 50 man first ma ko repi obi rich before we try to no car na adwuma ya fa
say me bitu ene nyame adom makotena US akotwumpo kwisia anya $20,000 bi na do ba me so wo ho fe no ma ye ya
master problem
o me kokot ya nyiska no
ye reji bia
kedua bia magbo
okay ever be near futu uti ya
yeah kan ye nuanu ma ti abru
exactly yes no
yeah culture ne culture
very different you need we need to be very very careful pa anything that is here no ye nuanu no omo worry abrofo no or even Ghanaians that are born there they want people you see rich I think that in this life angasa me nyan worry there but we need understanding
sure
understanding is very important
so say a love no alone no kwa anya
enough so why wa down
our no nyame don nko
so why wa down
God beyond love
so why down for
so you are down for communication Most of them want to say
down for your partner has to be your friend, like your very good friend.
A baby son and pay.
Oh,
yeah, madam for. You didn't come on, you cracky jokes. So, Obi, I mean, Casso be boof, but I was a any pedia once a while.
Once a while, before you talk about it.
Yeah, we move on.
It's very important. Very, very important.
And I was also in same so. So who say your boy baby so one son maybe so.
How about the baby Nancy Guanso and I know baby I catch us over.
Or bow, but I'm in Casso.
Okay.
And Ubiba.
Maybe some question. So that's Ubiba. I mean, you say, son and Rank, we are a girlfriend.
You are acquitted and discharged. For date, you could no account.
My code.
My code.
And there's a boys need discount. Who said Scotland, Ireland, women England, what's at Tom Leagues? And a man of the Champions League in some mobile. And the games, no, I say, down. I say, we are clear. I mean, top 3. But
before I do code, you better done. I Xavi Barca is so one, you know.
Oh, alleged though. What we are saying now is just an alleged. I mean, whether
they maybe person me say, me cast who are you? Aye. But person say, some say rape case and answer.
I'm saying assault.
Assault.
Yeah.
Okay. Now is a rape.
Rape can be a subset of sexual assault. Into ABA saying okay.
Or go.
ABA or any you know or ABA and fear no koi. It can be an assault.
Oh, okay.
It can be an assault. Into rape nation a part of the general sexual assault.
No idea or a therapist ana.
On your therapist that you just minimum more.
And
the bar also a therapist.
And that is what my friend the mamma me.
Oh, they say so. I think it's true. Okay, so a therapist. The story is that Okoasha Fifi. Same go Boasha psychologically.
Psychologically, no. And I'm saying, a psyche no so bad yet. Or the Nsafi was now psyche. I say,
my therapist, you already any therapist, yes, I
did. So, nah. So, I don't think I judge me who's there.
Where's not charging no crime?
Something must kill a man.
15 years is too much. I'm saying a possible 15-year jail term that he faces. And it's same for also.
15 years is also bad in Sanna.
Hey. Masseuse. Oh, no, massage.
Anyway, I didn't so.
Okay, be on your therapist. Maybe he's just a masseuse, not a massage. Because a therapist is someone from his account. Therapist is a move.
You only need common or Ben Kaka.
Move it out. Move therapist already.
Oh, me that. No, I was all coming down.
I'm coming as him. I was all coming there.
No, and I'm got there. Mammy, joy. Mema.
Yes, Raul says you soon Akurebi.
Yes, Akwawi, as I go in the story. Me interest on papa. Yes, on one idea on Penio. Nemo do we are for video in the sending. Yes, so I know for coffee. Some man, any be old baby. Yes, only give video too.
You can't get a legend or go to. What is it? There is impossible 2.5 years, 2.5 years. Now, boy, you start to cry. I know about.
I cry for now, Madrid. Yes, one no dear. At the end, I can't do bow.
Out of
there. When I'm going to movie, I'm sending video.
On your careful.
And you're so hard of the coffee. On
your careful.
Many you need so pibia.
Amen.
When some of them.
Eric, we go away.
It's what best to do this year.
Watch out. Code that. That's clear. Ultimo radio, I'm sure. Pick mommy. First one, 2210.
Okay.
10 DF. Second one, 22100 D16. Next one, 22100 8CB. And the last one, 22107459.
Okay. 51 and I'm attending can showers of 4.5. Obi see a friend. Bumsam cartoons. Bumsam cartoons and your friend. All right. Also better with the message number. In showers of 4.5 na Igusua the weekend edition of Inshira the Guitar Password you know. Mama, yeah, live on Facebook, and I'm catch them say, yes, streamy baby, first one, in Shawans 4.5.